What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another gaming sessions. And I recently played a demo that had just dropped. It's called Luto. And basically, Luto is this psychological, paranormal, horror type of game, similar to like Layers of Fear. And just going through this demo, first of all, I got to talk about the atmosphere. The subtle, like, keyboard style music that they kind of have playing in the background as you're going through. And there's no sprint button. Some people might find that frustrating. I did. But I also kind of understand why there's no sprint button. Typically, if you're having a sprint button in a horror game for like something like Resident Evil, it makes sense. But for something like Layers of Fear or Luto or any of these other type of games that are in a similar vein, it doesn't really make too much sense because essentially you're kind of rushing through everything and you're not just kind of taking everything in. And these games are meant to really mess with you psychologically. That's why they're called like psychological horrors. But this game itself, the demo it was probably around 40 minutes or so. It took me a little bit longer. I did get lost a couple of moments throughout the game, but through what they have set up so far, and this essentially is more like a tech demo of what they hope to achieve, and I'm just extremely psyched for it. I don't know where they're going with the game itself. I don't know how much more they're going to continue to add to it or what the final product for this game itself is going to look like. But so far, I definitely, absolutely like what I've experienced. And there are puzzle elements. Now, as somebody who has played through all of these type of games, or at least a majority of them, for me, these puzzles aren't crazily difficult. It's not like frustrating or infuriating. Now, if you're somebody who plays these games every so often or every now and again, then maybe it might be a little bit tougher for you. The one cool aspect that I thought was essentially you had to find like these drawings, these pictures. And in one of the rooms, you actually come upon a bunch of pictures there of like different characters that you might know. Like there's one of Beetlejuice, there's one of a Mogwai. I'm assuming it's Gizmo. There's like a gremlin. There's even a scene from like the Exorcist movie, but they're all like drawings all over this child's like playroom that you encounter, and it's just very, it's cool because it feels more realistic because you're in a world that essentially has these franchises and these movies that are made. There's even a picture of E.T. So it kind of sets up the atmosphere perfectly for making you believe everything that you're about to encounter is real. The purpose of, or the objective really, of the demo is for you to find this gift. And you, by completing puzzles and kind of piecing everything together, you figure out where the gift is at. And then once you get it, you kind of make a choice. And then it's not too long after that that the game just kind of ends. But the game leaves you in a satisfying place. It left me feeling like I can't wait to fully dive into this world and really get to know, understand and know what the story is that this developer is trying to make. And let me get into who the developer is. The developer is Broken Bird Games, and the publisher is Broken Bird Games, as well as Select to Play. And Select to Play and Broken Bird Games published this game, but this is I believe this is the first game that Broken Birds has made. Just checking Steam now. Yes. So this is the first game that Broken Birds has made, and I'm very impressed. I just gotta say, I'm very impressed with this game. Let me go over some bullet points that are also on the Steam page so you kind of get a general, better understanding of what type of game this is. So Luto is a first-person psychological horror narrative experience where you play the role of an individual unable to leave his own home. Searching for a way to escape will lead you down a series of paths that will test your senses. Explore the pain of losing a loved one, the horror of the insecurity to the darkness that lurks behind the anxiety and depression. Enter a mysterious place full of secrets to discover and challenges to face. Deciphering it all will not be an easy task. Will you be able to tell from fact from fiction and discover an environmental and sensory horror where you will experience the fear of numerous phobias? Now, so far in the demo, because my brother is arachnophobic, which a lot of people are, and this game there was no spiders. So in this demo itself, there was no spiders. I kind of hope they stick that way, because I feel like just all these games are having spiders in them. I feel like it's almost like the cheap jump scares in movies. It's like, there's a lot of people afraid of spiders, so you just intentionally put in your games thinking, whoa, we'll get this cheap little scare here. It's like, don't do that. And I'm happy to report Luto does not have any spiders, so I'm hoping going forward they continue to do that. I played Luto on the PlayStation 5. This is also available on PC. I'm sure it's coming to Xbox as well. But I definitely recommend you go and seek out the demo for Luto. Give it a try. If you like Layers of Fear, if you like games similar to that, I think you'll definitely enjoy Luto a lot. This game is definitely a game on my watch list, and I can't wait for the full game once it comes out. There's no release date, and there's no that was a sad thing. There was no release date window. Not even after the demo, it doesn't indicate when this game possibly is going to come out. So that kind of sucks, but great things come in time, and we got a lot of good horror games, it looks like, coming in 2024. Now I also will finally, the last thing I'll say is I really hope this game is in VR. I would love to experience this game in VR. Layers of Fear, I've yet to play in VR. Me and my brother Rocky are planning on getting a PlayStation VR 2, possibly, MetaQuest or something for the PC as well, just so we can play and experience all these VR games. The last time I played VR, I was extremely high, and I played with the PlayStation VR, and I don't remember a single moment. I actually missed on 3 days because I got so high. 1,000 milligram edibles are no joke. But before that, I played with the Virtual Boy. So I don't have much experience with virtual VR, but with the hopes of getting one fairly soon, I do hope this game is in VR. But let us know what you're thinking on Luto. If you played it, if you haven't played it, what did you think of some of the gameplay that I've showed throughout this video? Let us know in the comments down below. Also down below, you'll find the description of me and my brother Rocky's. All of their socials are located, as well as don't forget to hit that like button if you thought this game looked scary. And if you enjoyed our channel, check out our other videos, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next gaming session.
I spaced out of my head to the depths of the universe. It's a spell or a chance just to open up a newer curse. If I swim too far, then my head goes under. If we take it as it is, then there ain't no wonder. It's hard to imagine that just one little blunder it creates